Hey guys, so I have been away for quite a bit. I feel like I've been away for quite a bit. I've done a lot of cloth nappy videos, uploaded a lot of cloth nappy videos just because I really wanted to get them done, but I have not uploaded onto my blog, unfortunately. Life has been insanely busy. As you saw in probably one of my last very ad hoc updates, Chris had a hip operation, so he's been off work, and we've just kind of like tried to enjoy that time we have together, as well as just kind of rest and recuperate. Things have been really busy in our like general lives, and with the kids and stuff, they've been ill, and I've just not had time to do anything. YouTube and the blog and even Instagram, everything has just totally gone on the back burner. Really hard to keep motivated when you are not a lover of I don't like social media, simple as that. I think you need to be really into and loving social media. I grew up with no social media, so my plan from this point here on in, it's really hard for me to do the blog and YouTube. Eventually I do want to do just the blog because I really do enjoy that, but for pregnancy updates I think I'm just going to stick them on YouTube. It's just quicker to kind of film and edit rather than do a blog, because the blog actually takes a bit longer, believe it or not. I find it takes a little bit longer, and it's just easier for me sometimes to just tell you what's been going on. So I am now 31 plus something weeks. I'm going to be 32 weeks on Friday. So let's just say this is kind of from my last blog update, which I don't know what, it must have been about 27 weeks or something till now, what's been kind of going on and what's been happening. So I got a letter through the post saying that I had a consultant appointment, and I was a bit confused because I thought I was just purely under the midwife-led care, and I'm not. I'm actually, well, I am midwife-led, but the consultant wanted to see me given my history of postnatal depression with Sebastian, but also because I want a home birth. So you can opt out of that, but I decided to go anyway. And when I went, there was, I had to go in for a scan, which I didn't expect. Then I remembered, I think I did do that I did the same thing with Albert, and it was a growth scan. Albert, his growth was like fine, so there was no issues. This time around, again, the same with Sebastian, the baby's measuring small, but unlike Sebastian was always like on just a lower line. This baby's like even smaller than that. So immediately I was referred to fetal medicine for more scans. It was literally like the next day. So like another scan, and they just checked the Doppler sounds. So the water around the baby and the placenta, like how that's functioning, and everything so far looks fine. I did have an episode last weekend, I think it was it last weekend or the weekend before, where I thought I had reduced fetal movements. The movements just were not the same as they normally are, and things felt like they were different. So I got a bit anxious and concerned because I was trying to like stimulate the baby, and nothing, like there would be movements and stuff, but nothing like mega. So I went in and everything obviously was fine. I always think it's just really good to be checked, and my anxiety as well has been terrible this time around. Really, really severe anxiety, really horrible intrusive thoughts that bad things are going to happen, and trying to ground myself from that has been really difficult. So I've got another scan on Thursday just to kind of carry on plotting. As long as the baby's growing, it doesn't really matter if they're on the small end or what, as long as baby's growing. If they start to not grow or there starts to be issues, it could indicate that there's something else going on. So, but then saying that, when I had my fundal height measured, I was measuring pretty much spot on. So it's, I've got my tea here. So it's very difficult to kind of know, isn't it? I guess these growth scans, like you always have to take them with a pinch of salt. In terms of how I'm feeling, I'm really, really struggling with my hips and my back and walking, and this was a big problem with Albert, but I don't know if I remember it being a problem this early on. I've been watching a couple of my updates from when I had Albert, and I think I might have mentioned it a bit, but this time it's a real struggle. Everything really hurts. The school run is really difficult. I could drive, but then it's harder to drive because you have to find parking, and then you end up parking away from the school. It's very, very difficult, and I'm stressed as well. Very, very, very stressed this time. Trying so hard to ground myself and not be stressed, but I feel like my hormones and my instincts and my kind of nesting and everything is taking over. All those primal feelings are sort of taking over and making me very, very stressed. Yeah, I'm just getting really stressed. I'm getting very stressed over Christmas. Like, things like the Christmas tree, and is that going to affect where I put the birth pool? Do I need a birth pool? Do I want a birth pool? Will I regret it if I don't have a birth pool? Because the birth pool hire is £130. It's expensive. And last time I didn't even get in it, and it's like, it's really hard to kind of know what to do for best. I've looked at buying them, but by the time you buy one, you have to then buy the extra bits that we really like. So we really like the pump to like drain it and fill it. So I don't know. I've been on a few home birthing groups and discussed this, but I think I'm just probably gonna just hire. I haven't really properly made that choice yet. So provided everything's okay with the growth, we're still okay to go ahead with the home birth. Yeah, so it's just mainly my back. Reflux seems to have started this week. And you know, people had mentioned to me, oh, you don't seem to have reflux. And I was thinking, I think I've got away with it this time. I genuinely thought I'd probably got away with it. And last night I woke up, had a really bad night last night. So my day's kind of been a bit ruined. I've got a day today where I was supposed to be doing jobs, and I slept until like after I dropped the kids off to the childminders, came back and slept because I had a really bad night. Basically, I woke up twice in the night choking on my own vomit. That's so gross. Like I aspirated it in and was coughing like mad. I was seeing figures, having horrendous nightmares, like really like horror dreams, like dreams that people were trying to kill me, those kind of dreams, really horrible. So I came back and went to sleep, only for about an hour or two. But literally, I led on my side and I woke up with this excruciating pain kind of at the top of my rib. Now, I've mentioned this pain on both pregnancies and we've never ever worked out what it was. With Sebastian, I had a few scans on my pancreas. It turned out it wasn't that. It literally is painful to touch. It's painful if I lie on that side. Then with Albert, we suspected it probably was a broken rib, a possible broken rib. But there was never kind of a like reason as to what that could have been. Some doctors mentioned it could be my gastroparesis because I do have delayed stomach emptying, but I don't think it's that. Only this time it feels worse. But then I don't know, I can't remember the last two times. So I'm going to speak to the fetal medicine team tomorrow and just see if they can do another investigation and work out what it is. But it's very, very painful. However, it's only really painful when I'm pregnant and I don't plan to have any more children. So hopefully this won't be, once I've had this baby, this won't be an issue again. Other than that, pretty much okay. Not really wanting any savoury food, completely gone off any savoury food whatsoever. Not totally, just not, it's not my like desire, but really kind of craving things like flapjacks and sweet things, not sweets, but just sweeter things, less savoury food. So that's not great. So I need to kind of nip that in the bud. And of course my anxiety, terrible anxiety that something bad's going to happen, constant worrying, desperation for her to just be here because I feel like I want her safe. And so this has definitely been the most stressful pregnancy I think I've ever had. And the hardest one to deal with mentally. My mental health hasn't been brilliant for the anxiety, because of the anxiety. It's been dreadful. And again, this anxiety that she isn't a girl, that she's a boy, which I know I'll get over, but I feel like so many people would be devastated because she'll be one of the first females in our generation. My mother-in-law desperately wants a granddaughter and Sebastian desperately wants this. So I'm just like really freaking, you know, I'll love the baby no matter what, but just sort of freaking out about all these really irrational, stupid things. I don't think that they're irrational personally. The sonographer did double check, but and I have had scans since, but I've never had the courage to say, can you check it's a girl? But Chris is coming with me to the scan on Thursday. So if he wants to ask to double check, he can. I don't know if they're not allowed to tell us where we live. We have to actually pay privately. So if we want to find out the gender. Anyway, I guess I'll just leave it at that. I'll update you if there's any more news regarding the fetal medicine team, but I am going to try and do weekly updates from this point onwards. I had done my hospital bag by this point, and a few people are kind of due in like the next month or two are kind of wanting me to do my hospital bag now so that they can kind of have a look and see. But I feel like my last hospital bag was pretty good, so I'll leave that link down below, my last hospital bag and my last baby's hospital bag. But I will be doing that soon purely to record it. But I do feel like 32 weeks even is perhaps a little bit early to be packing your hospital bag, or is it not? I don't know. Let me know what your views are on how early you should pack your hospital bag. How early did you pack your hospital bag? I want to know. Leave the comments down below and tell me, and based on those answers I will get a better idea, because I feel like last time I packed really early, and yes, I filmed the video, but it was really early. So yeah, let me know, and I will see you in the next video. I'm going to try and make a bit more effort from the videos here on in, now that we're finished with the half term, and try and get all the jobs that I need doing before the baby comes, so that I can kind of sit down and focus on more of my updates and stuff. So yeah, please click like if you like this video, make sure you subscribe for more updates, and I'll see you in the next one. And follow me on my social media, particularly Instagram, because I do upload on there as well on my stories. So yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.